I want to talk about something that most people never notice about themselves. There is a running total in your head all the time, quietly in the background. You are keeping the score. Someone does something for you, and before you've even registered the warmth of it, a part of you is already calculating, what do I owe them? How do I even this up? What are they going to want next? You probably don't consciously think of it this way. It doesn't feel like keeping the score. It feels like being thoughtful, being fair, not wanting to be a burden. But if you slow down, it is there. Every kind thing that comes towards you passes through a filter that asks, what is this going to cost me? And it's exhausting. Not in an obvious way, in a way that means nothing ever just lands for you. Nothing is ever just nice. There's always a second layer, a calculation running underneath the moment that stops you from actually being in it. Let me show you where this goes because it doesn't just stay in the small moments. Maybe you're offered something, a pay rise, a bonus, a promotion that came without you having to fight for it. And instead of pleasure, there is a discomfort that you can't quite name, a sense that you didn't earn it, that someone may have made a mistake, or that now there's an expectation attached that you're going to have to live up to. The good thing arrived, and immediately it became pressure. It's the same thing that happens when someone offers to help and you say no before you've even thought about it. The same thing that happens when your partner says something loving and you feel yourself stiffen rather than soften. The same thing that happens when something good arrives, maybe a referral, an opportunity, a connection, and instead of really taking it in, you're immediately looking for the catch. Here's what I've come to understand after working with this pattern for over a decade. It is not a mindset issue. You can't journal your way to being able to receive things. You can't stick an affirmation on your mirror that says, I am worthy of good things, and expect your body to believe it. Because the block is not in your thinking. It's much, much, much older than that, somewhere. And you may or may not be able to trace exactly where. Your system learned that what's given gets taken away, that warmth comes with conditions, that the safest way to move through the world is to need nothing from nobody. And when you're small, that is such a brilliant strategy. It can protect you. It means you're never caught off guard. You never owe anyone anything. You never have to feel the pain of something wonderful being taken away. But you're not small anymore. And the strategy is still running. So now you're an adult, you've built a life, and probably a great life, through effort and willpower, and you can't work out why it feels so heavy, why other people seem to have things come to them more easily, why you can be surrounded by people who love you and still feel like you're doing it all on your own. You are doing it all on your own, and not because you have to, because your system won't let you do it any other way. And the cost of that isn't just tiredness, it's loneliness. Not the kind where you're actually physically alone, the kind where people are right there, they're giving to you, but you can't let it in. They're offering and you're deflecting. And over time, a gap opens up. Not because you stopped caring, but because your body won't let their care reach you. This is the thing that usually brings people to tears when they finally see it. Not the pattern itself, but the cost. How much warmth has been in the room that you couldn't feel? How many times someone tried to give you something and you moved away without even noticing? So what shifts? What shifts this pattern? Not understanding, because you've probably seen yourself, maybe you understand this already. What shifts is teaching your nervous system slowly, through repetition, through actual felt experience, that receiving is safe, that something can arrive without a cost attached, that you can let something in and nothing bad will happen. It is quiet work, it is subtle, it happens in the body, and it changes everything. Because when your system finally learns you don't have to earn every good thing through effort, that some good things can just arrive, the weight starts to lift. Not because your life gets easier, but because you stop carrying everything alone. If something in this video resonates, that is worth paying attention to. Not the understanding, the feeling underneath it. That is the bit that matters.